Hey, how you doing? Sam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur, and I want to talk to you guys about finding profitable inventory. Where can you find it? Where does nobody look? And let's jump into that. First thing, Craigslist. I talked about Craigslist before. I'm gonna talk about it again. I'm gonna keep talking about Craigslist. Craigslist is pretty much an online piggy bank. You can go to Craigslist. You can find anything. There's so much on there. I don't even know where to start. You can go to tools, you can go to toys, you can go to video games, health and beauty. I've never bought grocery products on there. I wouldn't really trust it, but you probably could. Anyway, so Craigslist, and I wrote down an example. I took notes last week, so in the past 7 days, and so it went from went from Friday of the day after Thanksgiving to Thursday. So I guess technically it's not 7 days, but I'm just gonna use that as 7 days. So 5 minutes a day, so 35 minutes, 6 items is what I found that week, and that's about average. I usually find between 5 to 9. So 5 to 8, 5 to 9 items a week. So 5 minutes a day, 6 items that week, $90, and that is roughly what I make. I make about $15 per item. Well, the number is actually $15.63 per item for this year. I do keep track of that, so make over $15 per item. So $90 off those 6 items. So for the minutes, just the minutes I was searching, not the minutes it took me to drive to a place, which out of those 6 items, I only drove to 2 places. One of the guys met me at a store that I was already at, and 3 of the people actually came to my office to drop off the inventory. Okay, so out of those 6 items, $90 last week is what I made profit, not counting the cost of the items. So profit made about $2.57 a minute, and this does not count. This does not account for those 2 items I had to drive to get. I think it took me maybe total maybe 20 minutes. That's from the time I grabbed my keys, or put my shoes on, grabbed my keys, started the car, drove to wherever I needed to go, come back. And by the time I came home, or the time I went to the office. One time I dropped the item off at the office, one time I just came home. It was late. So let's say $2.15. So $2.15 per minute. Let's say if you did this for 1 hour every week, that would be incredible. You would make $120 or more from doing that. Okay, per minute. Well, $120 not per minute. It would be $2.15 per minute and $120. So I just like to break it down so that everyone knows. Okay, you're sitting. Let's say you're sitting here watching the video. How many minutes have you been sitting here watching this video? Just think about that. If you can make $2.15 for every minute you were sitting here watching this video. Okay, another thing. Kind of what you could buy, what people are not looking for. Adult products. I'm talking about adult diapers, condoms, stuff like that. People don't think about this stuff because they think, oh, I'm in the store, I'm scanning stuff, it's already looking a little fishy. People are probably staring at me. Do I want to come up to the register with a cart full of adult diapers and boxes of condoms? I'm gonna look like a creep. But you can't think about, and you can't let that stop you. Yeah, there's been many times where people probably wonder, why do I need this many adult diapers? Why do I have so many condoms? What am I doing? All I'm doing is selling it. When I go to a retail store, show them my reseller's permit, they kind of understand, okay, this guy must be reselling this stuff, obviously. So that's kind of where the dirty looks or the suspicious looks, that's usually where they stop. Okay, adult products, adult diapers. I've been killing it this year in adult diapers. From online arbitrage and retail arbitrage, I think I've sold a little bit under $6,000 in that stuff. So, and that's $6,000 profit. So when I say killing it, I'm talking about like a little bit over 28,000 I believe. You know, in Inventory Lab and a couple of the other programs I use, I do keep track of everything, where I buy it, the category it's in, if I'm buying stuff in the middle of the night, or if I'm buying stuff in the morning when I'm going to these stores. All this stuff is important to me and my employees, because I need to know, okay, I went to this store in the morning, they didn't have any of the inventory. I went that night and they had everything that I wanted. Okay, so when I go back, especially when I go out of town, that's important, because I don't want to go out of town, go to a store, and walk out of there with nothing in a cart. Okay, so that's one tip I have for you guys. Make sure you put everything into a spreadsheet. Use Inventory Lab. If you're not yet using Inventory Lab, make sure you use it. I'll put a link in the description below. I highly recommend it. Office supplies. I'm not talking about going to the store, going to Staples or Office Depot or TJ Maxx, whatever. I'm talking about, you go in there, don't just look at the clearance items. You're looking at everything. You're looking at pens and pencils and notepads and binders and portfolios. You're looking at dry erase stuff. You're looking at projection accessories. So you're looking at laser pointers. You're looking at the clear transparency sheets. You're looking at light bulbs. You're looking at everything. Briefcases. Okay, office supplies. Highly recommend it, because a lot of people do not look for office supplies, yet they buy all their office supplies from Amazon. So just think about that. What are you buying from Amazon, and do you sell that stuff yourself? If you don't, I highly recommend you look into that, because it could be a profitable item or category for you. Meal prep. This is something that I started doing recently. It hasn't been a huge success yet, because it's still taking off, but I've been creating bundles based on meal prep. So some of the stuff that I throw in, or in the bundle, I do a shaker. So people that are, let's say, are in the fitness industry and they need a shaker for protein shakes. They also want a bunch of different size Tupperware or little meal containers. So I throw that in as well. Recently I put in and I bought everything off of a Groupon, got a huge discount on it. So, but recently I did like a lunchbox, but it has 3 different slots in it that you can put in the meals. Has one on the side, has a couple for shakers, has a slot for keep a drink cold, and has another slot in the back for all your supplements. And that's another thing I've been throwing in, is a little supplement container. So it shows, and it's pretty much just a medicine thing. Shows the days, Sunday, Monday, or Sunday through Saturday, and then it breaks it down: morning, mid-morning, lunchtime, midday, and night. And so they can put in their supplements. They can take them when they need it. So that's another great thing. So meal prep. If you guys want to get in on those bundles, feel free to do so. They make a good profit, but they're still a little slow. I'm still working on it. But that is going to be a huge thing, especially this coming year. It always is. Usually January 1st, people are, have their New Year's resolution, and they all want to lose weight. So meal prep, that's a big thing. I bet as of January 1st or January 2nd, I think I have 60 some sold. So I think I have like 60 some bundles of a meal prep. There's 2 different ones at Amazon, or some that are still on their way. So I bet January 1st they're going to start selling, and yeah, I'll let you know if they do. Gaming stores. I've talked about this before. Let's say the biggest one around here is GameStop. GameStop sells stuff at ridiculously low prices compared to some of the other stores I've seen. So I go to GameStop usually about once every 2 weeks, once every maybe week and a half, to see what they have, scan some new inventory. And most stuff I'm buying are new games that are being replaced by something different. So let's say there's a new Call of Duty coming out, so they kind of keep pushing the old games back and so they keep falling further and further down in price. But that's usually where I pick them up, is when a new game comes out. You find the one that is actually a profitable item, and you know, if you sign up for like their rewards thing, you get some discounts, stuff like that. So I highly recommend you do that. Gaming stores, and don't just go to GameStop, go to some other ones as well. Another thing, family and friends. I don't know how many times I've talked about this, but you can make a lot of money from your family and friends. And I'm not talking about making them give you all their stuff. I'm talking about asking them, do you have anything you don't need that is new? Maybe you can't take back to the store. Maybe it was a gift. You know, do you want to sell it? I can help you sell it. And what you do, there's two ways you can do it. You can sell something for them and then give them the money for it, or you can just give them the money for it and you sell it. Usually when you give them, your family and friends, money up front for something that you actually haven't sold, you get it for a better price than if you wait and give it to them, you know, a week or a month after you've already had that inventory in your possession. So it's two different things. Family and friends, I highly recommend it. You can make a lot of money from that. Probably family and friends, within the past 2 months, I haven't made a lot, but probably made about, I don't know, $600-800. You know, family and friends, you can make a lot of money, but I don't push it because I have so much other inventory. I have other ways that I can get inventory, so it's not the most profitable for me and the most efficient, but it works, and it's a great thing to do, especially if you're at a friend's or family member's house. Just bring it up. You know, they probably already know what you do. If they don't, you know, educate them on what you do, why you do it, and you know, they might make a little bit extra money just for you visiting with them and telling them about what you do. So kind of win-win both situations. But if you have any questions on finding profitable inventory and maybe where nobody really looks, please comment below. Be happy to answer your questions and help you kind of get started if you haven't already started yourself. So if you need any help, please comment below. If I do have 2 spots available for my coaching program for December. If you guys are interested in it, please send me an email. The email is homemade-entrepreneur@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description below as well. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, click that button right there, become up to date, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, you guys take care.